to this week's recap of Survivor. Sorry it's late, but here we go.
Alright, so after the last tribal, they get back to camp, and Vetus is like, yeah, great move. Good job, guys. I'm gonna get your butts now.
He wants vengeance.
And Tina was pretty pissed, too.
She felt betrayed and out of the loop, and she was really angry with Monica and Tyson because she thought she could trust them.
You know what, Tina? You did the same thing, basically, yourself. So...
Alright, well, Tina tells Katie, you know what, this game is a lot crazier than it was when I played the first time. Play for yourself. If you need to make alliances without me, just do it, whatever.
She's like, okay, Ma.
Yeah,
right.
I've already been doing that. No, I'm just kidding.
It's immunity challenge time. This is a double episode, well, double elimination episode, so they squeezed basically like 2 full episodes into 1 episode.
Well, they also didn't have to do Redemption Island this week.
Right.
The Redemption blah, 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 challenge.
Right, so that takes up some time. It's gross. Food challenge time. Everyone's favorite.
I feel like they haven't done it in a while.
I think they did last season. If you know, leave it in the comments.
All right.
It's done in rounds. The first round was 2.
They split everyone in half.
Right.
And they had 3 people from each round move on. So in the first round, Tyson, Vetus, and Monica moved on.
Eating 4 live mealworms. 40. Oh, shoot. They were disgusting. They were jumping around and popping out of people's mouths. People were throwing up and then picking up the vomit and trying to eat it. Because you had to eat it. Even if you, like, puked it up, you had to eat your own puke.
Yeah, well, it's not fair if you just put it all in your mouth and then throw it up and be like, done.
It's true. So then the second round, which was Tyson... No.
Hayden, Jervis, and Caleb all moved on in the second round.
All right, and that one was...
the same thing.
Right. The third round, which was actually like the second round because it was the second different food.
Wasn't it like intestines or something?
Pig intestines. Disgusting.
Yeah.
And they were cold, and I'm sure they didn't season them up.
2 people moved on from that round, and it was Monica and Jervis.
I am shocked that Monica did that because she's like this.
Well, she's ready to eat.
I guess so. I don't know where she put it all. She must have a wooden leg because that was a pretty big plate of pig intestines.
Could have been in those fake boobs. I don't know.
So the final came down between Monica and Jervis, and it was Jervis's old nemesis, Grubs.
Yeah, he had an issue with that.
When you need him.
His first time around.
Grubs. They were disgusting. They were squirty. They looked like they were about this big, and they were alive.
Kuna Matata?
He gave a valiant effort.
With lots of...
Yeah, but Monica won. I can't believe it. She sucked back those things like it was nothing.
Well, a little more than nothing.
All right. Well, I guess
she had immunity.
She's used to Brad Culpepper.
Ew. All right. So, Tyson, as we know, has the hidden immunity idol, but no one else knows that, and he doesn't want to tell anyone.
No. And so far... Vetus or Katie is going.
Yes.
So Monica is worried, even though she has the immunity idol.
She's like, well, everyone's scrambling right now. Does that mean that I was going to be going if I didn't win? Blah, blah, blah. Shut up! You have the idol.
You're
Stop making trouble for yourself.
Start worrying next week. It's tribal council, and Tina freaked out after the last tribal. That's no secret. We just told you about it.
Yeah.
But Jeff didn't know, or did he?
Jeff is probesting.
All right, so Vetus says that he wants revenge, and he will get it. So he throws Monica under the bus. It was ugly.
He's like, this girl, she's crazy.
Yeah. So Katie, Tina, or Vetus. And the vote comes down to Vetus.
Yeah.
Bye!
After Monica voted for him when all of the girls were supposed to vote for... Tina or Katie? One of them.
Yeah.
So she kind of threw people off too.
All right. Maybe they'll be coming for her next time.
I don't know.
Well, it's Redemption Island and the brothers are reunited.
This is so lost. It's not even funny.
And it feels so good. This is just like, yeah, it's so lost. It's crazy. Immunity challenge time. We're getting right to it.
Yeah.
It's coin stacking. And these aren't just like beautiful United States coins that are like totally symmetrical and everything. These are like coins from, I guess, the Philippines or ancient
They're all
coins
like,
or Yeah.
And they have to balance their stack of coins on the top of a sword, which is balancing on a shield.
That's a little crazy. Who comes up with these challenges? I'd really like to know. So the final 3 in that challenge were Katie, Hayden, and Tyson, and Katie won it.
Wow.
B.
She won a challenge.
I don't really like her, but I gotta give her some props because that was pretty tough. So she's got the immunity idol, and
Tina knows that she is in crap town right now.
she's in deep doo-doo.
So she's like, I'm going to spend the rest of the afternoon looking for the idol because nobody knows that Tyson has it.
Including Tina.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
So she's like, I have a chance.
So she takes off. All of the guys are running after her. Tyson's like, I'm really not into this right now. Should I just tell everybody that I have the idol and, put a target on my back? No. Let's play the game.
Got anything better to do?
Yeah, really. So it's basically Tyson, Caleb, and Hayden chasing her around.
They're like babysitting her, and she's just like, she actually tries to run away from them and does get away from them for a while.
She gave them the slip. She got away. They found her again.
I think she actually did find the spot where the idol was.
Yeah,
hidden,
she was digging around that, snaky tree.
but it wasn't there anymore.
Obviously. So it's tribal time, and we find out through some probesting, because Jeff don't know.
Jeff is trying to create
Drama. Yeah.
He's like, so you were looking for the idol, blah, blah, blah.
She was like, yes, Jeff, I was alone twice.
He was like, what?
And everybody else was like, what? And
Tyson was like,
yeah. So Tina, right in front of everybody, this was so embarrassing and awkward and stupid. She tells Monica, you're at the bottom. You're going.
I don't know if it was stupid, though.
Well, she kind of looked like a jerk.
I think she's trying to set it up so that Monica will work with Katie next week.
Well, Tina says Monica talks too much, and, she's trying to get everybody to vote her out, and she's like, I may have the idol, and I may not. She was acting certifiably crazy.
Yeah, well, she carried that into the post-vote. Jeff was like, does anyone have the idol and want to use it? She's like, well, Jeff, I don't have it.
Yeah.
So she's out.
Yeah. And she shows up at Redemption, and that was really weird, too. Lost Brothers sandwich.
They're like, TT?
Yeah. Yes. I didn't have the idol. All right, so next time, another couple's ready to break up. Sierra is ready to send her mom packing. I don't think she ever liked her mom.
She's like, whatever, I don't need her.
She was like that from the word go. Her mother loves her, but she has just...
I'm sure she loves her, too.
She loves the money more.
I mean, she didn't even want her to come back after the redemption thing, but we'll see what happens, and I guess there's another redemption face-off.
Yes, of course, next week. Till then, much love.
love.